bumped into each other last time.
I convinced them to stick around a little longer. We were all waiting on people, so I figured having a little company would help pass the time.
Ah, so you've been waiting for us? Does this mean that you've already arranged things with the Fatui?
Sure does. Now you're back, we can go meet up with them together. How'd your investigation at the Frost Moon Enclave go?
Well, we didn't find out Columbina's true name. But apart from that, it went pretty well.
Aha, just as well that I didn't tag along then. I'm sure our moon goddess wouldn't want every man and his dog knowing all about her private life. Still, desperate times, desperate measures, I guess. Someone had to do it.
So, Varka was waiting on us, but what about you two? Are you waiting for Alice?
Oh, no, we already met with her.
We discussed that experiment I mentioned to you last time. Oh, and she also handed me this communication device.
That's right. I understand she informed you about the relationship between the phantom phenomena and Tevat's borders, yes? She wants me to help her with some more experiments on that front. She said that she'll contact me through this device with more information.
Ah, I see. Following instructions and making observations. Pretty common research method. Takes me right back to Albedo's lab.
Wait, then who exactly are you meeting?
Someone you know. Albedo's met him too. But I don't think Miss Lauma or the Grand Master have been introduced.
Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
It's you!
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in KRAI. I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form.
So, it's not like the academia has prohibitions against going abroad. Also, I applied for leave. Introductions are overrated, especially in cases like this.
I've been writing to Hat Guy since obtaining a human form. I've already brought him up to speed on everything that's been going on in KRAI.
Hat guy? Turns out, I actually have heard that name before.
Oh? Then why did you react the same way I did?
I only knew the name, not the fella. But since we're all here, let's do some introductions for what it's worth. I'm Varka, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
Lauma, Moon Chanter of the Frost Moon Scions.
And I'm a Driosh from the Vahumana Darshan of the Sumero Academia. Hat guy. Good to see you again, Mr. Guy. I believe we last saw each other on the boat ride here. Mind you, the only reason I came here is because there's someone I want to look into.
Who's that?
The Doctor, also known as Dottore, second of the Fatui Harbingers.
From the tone of your voice, it sounds like there's bad blood between you.
I was reviewing our archives and noticed that a lot of information about him was missing. Left a bad taste in my mouth. That's all there is to it. Dottore, or Zondique, as he was then known, once studied at the Academia, but he got kicked out before he could graduate.
So the Harbinger's #2 man is a college dropout? How embarrassing for them.
Last we heard, he was planning something. We actually heard that a few times before, even coming to KRAI, but we haven't seen a trace of him since we got here.
He only appears when something interests him. For all we know, he might have left already. But the fact he did something here at all is worth noting. It'll fill a couple extra lines in his file.
Why does it sound less like a file you're writing and more like a criminal record? Anyway, we were just about to meet 2 of the other Harbingers. Want to come along? You might learn a thing or two about him there.
Sure.
Even though they're Harbingers, well, they're old acquaintances of ours, so, you know, when you talk to them, try to be...
I got it.
Maiden's guidance that brought you here. Fresh honey.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I...
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
The Frost Moon Scion's relations with the Fatui remain tense. Forgive me if I do not attend.
In that case, we'll continue assisting Miss Alice with her experiments.
Just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely, it is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here. Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off to?
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job, where you just clock in,
Surely,
sleep, and get
it is
paid.
the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here. Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off to?
Surely, it is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you
I thought
here.
the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job, where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey. Fragrant and
Where'd
sweet.
that guy run off to?
I thought the night shift
Surely,
was supposed to be
it
a
is the
cushy
Moon
job,
Maiden's
where you just
guidance that
clock
brought
in,
you
sleep,
here.
and get paid.
Where'd that guy run off to?
Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet. Surely, it is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought
I
you
thought the
here.
night shift was supposed
Where'd
to be
that
a
guy
cushy
run
job,
off to?
where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet. Surely, it is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
Where'd
Fresh
that guy
honey,
run
Shift
off
was
to?
supposed to be a
fragrant,
cushy job
and
where you just
sweet.
clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey, fragrant, and
Where'd that
sweet.
guy run off
It is the
to?
I thought the
Moon
night
Maiden's
shift was supposed
guidance
to be a
that brought
cushy
you
job
here.
where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey, fragrant, and sweet.
Where'd that
I thought
guy
the
run
night
off
shift was
to?
supposed
It's
to
the
be a
Moon
cushy
Maiden's
job
guidance
where you
that
just
brought
clock
you
in,
here.
sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey, fragrant, and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off to?
I thought the night shift
Surely,
was supposed to be
it
a
is the
cushy
Moon
job
Maiden's
where you just
guidance that
clock
brought
in,
you
sleep,
here.
and get paid.
Fresh honey, fragrant, and sweet.
Where'd that guy
I
run
thought
off
the night
to?
shift was
It is
supposed
the
to be a
Moon
cushy
Maiden's
job
guidance
where
that
you just
brought you
clock in,
here.
sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey, fragrant, and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off
Surely,
to?
it is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely, fresh honey, the Moon Maiden's
Where'd that guy
guidance
run off
and
to?
sweet.
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely, it is
Where'd
the
that
Moon
guy
Maiden's
run off
guidance
to?
that brought you here. Fresh honey, fragrant, and sweet.
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely, it is the Moon Maiden's guidance
Where'd that
that
guy
brought
run
honey,
off to?
fragrant, and sweet.
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you
Surely,
just clock in,
it is
sleep,
the
and
Moon
get paid.
Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
Where'd that guy
Fresh
run
honey,
off to?
fragrant, and sweet.
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely, it is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here. Fresh honey, fragrant,
Where'd that guy
and
run
sweet.
off to?
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely. Fresh honey! It's the Moon Maiden's
Fragrant
guidance that
and
brought you here.
Where'd that guy run off to?
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Surely. It is the Moon
Fresh
Maiden's
honey!
guidance that brought you
Where'd
here.
that guy
and
run off
sweet.
to?
I thought
Surely.
the night shift was
It is
supposed
the
to be
Moon
a cushy
Maiden's
job
guidance
where
that
you just
brought
clock
you
in,
here. honey.
sleep, and get paid.
Fragrant and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off to?
Surely. It is the Moon Maiden's
I
guidance
thought the night
that brought
shift was
you
supposed
here.
to be a cushy job where you just
Fresh
clock
honey!
in, sleep, and get paid.
Fragrant and sweet.
Where'd that guy run off to?
Surely. It is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get
Where'd
paid.
that guy run off to?
Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet. Surely. It is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
Where'd that guy run off to?
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet. Surely. It is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
Where'd that guy run off to?
I thought the night shift was supposed to be a cushy job where you just clock in, sleep, and get paid.
Fresh honey. Fragrant and sweet. Surely. It is the Moon Maiden's guidance that brought you here.
Good stuff. Everyone's having a fruitful time. All right, we better get going. I'll lead the way.
Hey, મારો દીકરો. Hey, મારો દીકરો. મારો દીકરો.
Well, yeah, that's obviously part of it. But I'm not the only one who has a score to settle with him. Neither you, nor Lesser Lord Kusanali, nor I want to see him meddling with things again. What's the hurry? Don't worry. Pigeons always know which way home is.
Guidance that brought you
You made it. Who is this?
A scholar from Sumeru. They call him Hat Guy. He's an old friend of the Travelers.
Wait, this is the academia representative you wrote about? He doesn't exactly look the part.
I believe this will prove my identity. You'll notice it bears the seal of the Sanctuary of Surasthana.
Well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
It's fine. I expected as much.
What?
So as I mentioned in my letter, the Academia's got its eyes on Dottore.
Wait, this is the academia well, what do you know? So it does. All right then. My mistake.
But this matter remains top secret. Apart from those assisting in the investigation, the fewer people who know, the better.
If anyone asks, I'm here in KRAI to pursue my personal academic interests.
Gotta say, Varka, you did pretty well to keep all this under wraps for so long. Sounds like you got in touch with the academia about this way back.
Haha, you flatter me.
Where do I even start? Remember that time we fought Rerir at Star Sand Shoal? He sure let me have it then, didn't he? I'll bet Dottore had that all sketched out, with me as his convenient little pawn. He could not care less about us if he tried, but hey! The feeling's mutual.
Does Dottore really strike you as the sort who values his relationships with his colleagues?
Fair point. Definitely not.
Which is why I always keep my guard up whenever he starts making suspicious moves. To that extent, our motivations align. On top of which, I consider you trustworthy people. Now, back on topic. In the wake of the Reikir of Solnari episode, Sandrone and I grew suspicious about Dottore's complete inaction during the entire affair. So we tried to find out what he'd been up to, but unfortunately to no avail.
He never lets anyone in on his plans. The more he cares about something, the more secretive he gets.
Indeed. Perhaps he believes that by keeping a low profile, he can avoid trouble. But that trick isn't going to work on his colleagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's been researching the ancient moon's remnants. And he's been trying to get his paws on the moon marrows. Only an idiot would believe he doesn't have something more planned.
With this in mind, I returned to Snezhnaya and relayed my thoughts to Her Majesty the Tsaritsa, entreating her to have him recalled.
That's pretty direct. Did the Tsaritsa agree?
Yes. I made it abundantly clear that the Fatui's business in KRAI is almost concluded, and we do not need 3 harbingers in this territory. Her Majesty concurred. Accordingly, Dottore has returned at her orders. I imagine he is continuing with experiments, which no one besides he would ever have any interest in.
Common sense might mean nothing to him, but he's not stupid. He knows that no good can come from opposing the Tsaritsa. Smarts alone won't get him all the way. He needs the Rooster's resources and Regrator's Mora, both of which the Tsaritsa can strip from him by waggling a finger.
But doesn't he have a track record of publicly following orders while going against them in private? He probably has it down to a fine art by now.
Wouldn't put it past him. We worked together on a research project once. Only briefly, but it was enough to show me that we're fundamentally different people. He has no interest in doing things methodically, stage by stage. His thoughts jump all over the place, and the moment his curiosity is satisfied, or he gets the results he wants, he disappears. The only similarity we share is that, once we set our minds on doing something, we will see it done, whatever it takes.
Oh, we definitely saw some of that in your battle with Rerir. You got so competitive.
Ugh, do not remind me.
Then I believe we all concur. Dottore will not simply give up.
Fantastic. Now this is turning into a whole day of unpleasant memories. Ugh. Are you talking about the moon marrow stuff?
He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout. He also strikes me as the kind of person to disregard experimental regulations, ruin all the equipment, and go way over budget. Then leave the first person he can find to deal with the fallout.
Exactly. This one time, he was running some high-temperature experiment and the substance exploded. But does he care? No. He orders his subordinates to open the device so he can observe the results, which causes the gas inside to leak out. That gas was poisonous. If I hadn't been there, who knows how many people might have died. And after all that, he left while I was still cleaning up after his mess. What a waste of time, he said. Waste of time? The nerve! He wasted my time!
You've been bottling that up for a while, huh?
Hat guy, I must say, you seem awfully familiar with internal Fatui affairs, especially when it comes to Dottore.
Thank you, Lady Harbingers, for providing such valuable information. I have no other questions for now, so I'll be on my way.
Wait, what? You're just gonna leave?
You're welcome to join if you want.
Ugh. Just when Paimon thought he'd finally mellowed out.
He makes quite the impression.
I'll say. I've met tons of headstrong people, but not many of them would join me in bad-mouthing Dottore. Anyway, back to the main agenda. Barca, you said that Columbina has gone missing? Or rather, disappeared.
Yeah. We're working on building a connection between her and this world. The simplest method is to find out her real name.
I've actually asked her that question before, but she said she didn't know. Considering our relationship, I doubt she was lying to me.
As far as I recall, she was never dispatched by Her Majesty to claim a gnosis or anything like that. That Tsaritsa's plans had long contained a place specifically for her.
I always thought that was weird. What could she do that the rest of us couldn't? Knowing what we do now, it's probably something related to Kavaki, right? More than likely. When she first arrived, Columbina would often go to Her Majesty and ask when she could start the task assigned to her. But Her Majesty always gave the same reply. The time has not yet come. So she spent her days in Snezhnaya doing basically nothing. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. The Tsaritsa has summoned a beautiful blind maiden to be a harbinger, giving her the third seat by virtue only of her enchanting voice. was a dumb and stupid rumor. But the reality of the situation made it hard to refute.
And what happened after that?
I imagine she stopped caring. She no longer seemed to care why she had been recruited, and Her Majesty never gave her any missions, so she just continued to sing in the flower garden. For my part, I was busy. So busy, in fact, that watching someone be that idol had me fuming. But still, I got the sense that she had long been used to a life of other people claiming she was needed when she wasn't.
I just felt that having a place to stay would cost me something eventually. And so I waited quietly for the day that I would have to pay the price.
And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it. I forget who said it, but those words have always stuck with me. And on the other end of that spectrum, you had me. Someone once told me that I had the lousiest work and the toughest luck. That's a good way of putting it.
But you've done your job exceptionally well all this time. Because at heart, you are a conscientious person.
What is it? Something come to mind?
That makes sense. Nothing screams you are needed like your name shouted from across the town.
Well, good luck with it. But if you ask me, Kalambina is still the most shoutable name. I'm just so used to it now, after all the arguments we've had. I can't be bothered trying to remember another name for her.
Nor I.
Sandrone. Harlequino.
Huh! It's a Sealy! Does that mean Nicole has news for us?
Ladies, I thank you for your hospitality. If the chance ever comes up, I definitely owe you both a drink sometime.
I'm sure it will.
You can make your own way out. Heck, you've been here enough times, you probably know your way around better than I do. Okay, time to do what adventurers do best. Follow that Sealy!
Here you are.
Oh, hat guy.
How come you're back so soon? Did things go all right with the Fatui?
Fine. Dotori's been summoned home by the Tsaritsa. Couldn't get much more than that. How about you? Any progress with the investigation?
Unfortunately not. We've tried everything. Different phantoms, different locations, different points in history. But the results are the same each time.
Abyssal monsters roaming the land. People crying out in despair, with no hope of being rescued.
Every time I see it, I can't help but think, is this what it was like in Mondstadt when Dragonspine Durin attacked? And if I fail in the task I've been given, will I create yet another tragedy?
That's just meaningless speculation.
When we encountered similar phenomena previously, I tried to interfere with those illusions, using sounds and lights to guide them. However, we could not change their fates. At most, we were able to extend their existences.
The events of the past are like fate that has been written into Irminsul. There isn't a living thing in Teyvat that can escape its past.
But Miss Alice instructed us to try to find ways to change the outcome that these phantoms face.
It's an impossible task. Can't you just refuse?
Since she asked us to do this, I feel like it can't truly be impossible. Or if it is, well, mages can make the impossible possible. I could not have been born as Durin otherwise.
But you also said that your past 39 attempts were fruitless.
That's true.
But you're still going.
Yes.
After this many futile attempts, surely you realize that you're not doing this because you still believe what some mage told you. It's because you want her hypothesis to come true. It's something you wish for deep inside. So, think for yourself about what you want to do. As long as you don't believe it's futile, it isn't.
Yeah.
Previous experience indicates that we cannot touch the phantoms, which limits the effectiveness of our interventions. If we want to clear this hurdle, we need to break this rule somehow.
Same thought here. Following the same rules means repeating the same failures. Reducing ourselves to mere playthings of fate.
So you mean we need to figure out a way to make contact with them despite knowing that we can't?
Yes, and I suspect that's something only you are capable of. Everything in Teyvat is logged in Irminsul, but the withering that once occurred in Sumeru was a sign that the Great World Tree was being corrupted.
This corruption allowed things that should not have existed in Teyvat to appear. This is tantamount to rewriting reality to an extent.
You're saying abyssal power might be able to affect those phantoms?
No one's ever tried it before. If you're gonna try it, it'll take courage. And you have to be confident that you can control it.
Is anyone there? Has anyone seen my daughter? She's missing. I have to find her. I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? Ah!
If I can use my abyssal powers to warn him that there is danger here, maybe it'll change his decision. Maybe he'll stay away.
Yes. The important thing is not the nature of the power, but rather how you use it.
To intimidate and obstruct. Sounds about right for the Abyss.
Let me try. I should be able to influence that thing.
Have you seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Are you in there? seen a little girl?
What? This isn't the time for that! Just run!
I hear someone inside. Spargana? Were you in there? What is this? Looks dangerous. I should get out of here. I don't want to die!
He really left. Ha! We did it!
Don't celebrate too soon. Follow him. See what he does next.
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
Help me!
Monsters approaching from the front. You need to stop them and create an opportunity for him to hide.
No, there's monsters ahead. Wait, is that the barrier I saw earlier? Why is it appearing now? It's as if someone's controlling it. The monsters are gone. Is it safe now?
Leave it to me!
The barrier's gone too. How odd. Anyway, I guess I'll keep going.
Quickly, let's keep up.
Wait, there was someone else here? Don't go any further. We've got anti-monster traps laid out everywhere. But my daughter must just be up ahead. I have to go. This way's blocked.
We might be able to use the explosives over there, but we need to take care not to hurt him. I'll use the barrier to keep him at a safe distance.
This barrier seems to be helping me somehow. Hey, wake up! Oh, no good. Gotta keep moving ahead. So many monsters!
There's still a chance, Durin. Use the traps.
Help me!
It's your long-awaited homecoming, so drink up. Make the most of it. Oh, and while the apple cider and dandelion wine here are stellar, I must also recommend the cocktails. Death Afternoon is a personal favorite. Mr. Toma, you're always welcome here. The honorary knight isn't alone in being glad to see Ulrika's son return. I'm sure you feel the same, hmm? Think nothing of it. Ulrika joined the Knights of Favonius before me, and it's my pleasure to assist her family. Besides, I'm rather enjoying my time with you. Hearing a Mondstadter's first-hand account of Inazuma beats learning about it from reports any day. Gladly. Just address your letters to the Knights of Favonius. And on your end? Oh dear. Are you quite all right? Surprising. Ulrika could drink most sailors under the table. Let me guess what happened next. You snuck a taste of the grown-up drinks. What Mondstadt kid hasn't pulled that trick at least once? D-Luke and I had something similar when we were children. There was that time Ulrika was passing out Inazuman snacks to everyone. Is that why? I did. Dango, I believe. Good stuff, that. To whom at the Yashiro Commission do I owe my thanks? Well, like mother, like son. That was your kindness and enthusiasm being gifted back to you, I'd say. You may not have heard, but when your mother left for KRAI, we knights threw her a farewell party here. It was supposed to be a small event, but so many people attended that the place was packed. Take it from someone with first-hand experience. Free-spirited and thoughtful, gentle and kind. Ulrika is the very model of a knight. Fine by me. A little variety never hurt anyone. Between having heard your tales and making a new friend, this round's on me. Yours included, honorary knight. By the way, Toma, you never finished telling me those yokai legends you mentioned before. Kitsune and Bake Danuki making a bet? Now that's a story. I'm already looking forward to it. Today's drinking session has been most fruitful.
This wine is heavenly.
You really are your mother's son. Every bit as generous. I'll hold you to it.
Hey, go on, drink. What would you like? Hey, go on, drink some more. What would you like? Mighty mythical beast!
cool! This stuff looks dope!
Rise with the sun!
Let's call a ceasefire! Strike a pose! Ha! Time to shine!
Light it up!
The show begins! Yoo-hoo! Propagate!
Up to it, Bonsai! Hey!
Shower me with praise! Scatter! Take it. Go on. You have my May I present? Witness the power of Gugwa! Rainbow!
Observe. Be silent.
No, my sword!
creatures of the night. Close your eyes. Observe.
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask?
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing.
Whoa! Aw, what a mess. I'm sorry. It wasn't on purpose.
He who wishes to peer into the abyss needs simply to wander through KRAI on a misty night. An orange snow dances in the air? So this is the fabled desert. Let us have a modicum of patience for the richness and complexity of humanity. The wanton cruelty of the few is not worth our ire.
Farewell! Be silent. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Right.